Brilliant Maths. We are continuing our lessons on geometry. Today we'll be looking at angle relationships and facts. But before we go there, we need to look at what we did last time. I gave you some work to do. I hope you were able to do it. If you did, well done. If you didn't, this time, try it. Here are the answers to the last exercise. Number 1, the pairs of adjacent angles are angle PQR and angle RQS. The second pair is angle RQS and angle SQT. Number 2, the supplement of 48 degrees is 132 degrees. Question 3, the complement of 21 degrees is 69 degrees. Well done. I'm very sure you got them all correct. We're continuing our lessons on angle relationships and facts. And today we are looking at angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. For example, we have angle X and Y. They are angles on a straight line. That means that X plus Y is equal to 180 degrees. Also, we have angles on a straight line. For the first one, there were only 2 angles. But for this second one, we have angle P, Q, R, S, and T. The sum of all these angles will be equal to 180 degrees. That means that P plus Q plus R plus S plus T is equal to 180 degrees. Secondly, angles at a point sum up to 360. That means that the sum of the angles at a point is equal to 360 degrees. This is another example. It's a complete turn. That's a revolution, like we learned earlier on. So we have angle M, angle N, angle O, and angle P. Since they are angles at a point, that implies that M plus N plus O plus P is equal to 360 degrees. Having done this, let's work out some examples. For example 1, we want to find the value of angle A. And what we have here is a straight angle. That means that A plus 23 degrees should give us 180 degrees. So, solution, A plus 23 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So to find the value of A, we subtract 23 from 180. 8 degrees is equal to 180 degrees minus 23 degrees. And that will give us 10 take away 3 is a 7. And 7 take away 2 is a 5. And then we have 1. So that means that angle A is equal to 157 degrees. Let's check if our answer is correct. So we are saying that A plus 23 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Let's see if 157 degrees plus 23 degrees. What will that give us? 7 plus 3 is a 10. We carry 1. 5 plus 2 is a 7. Plus 1 is 8. And then 1. So our answer is correct. The value of angle A is 157 degrees. Example 2. Calculate the value of angle x. Here again we have angles on a straight line. So the sum of these three angles should give us 180 degrees. So let's find the value of x. To find the value of x, we know that 48 degrees plus x degrees plus 53 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. The value of angle x will be equal to 180 degrees take away the sum of 48 degrees and 53 degrees, which is 101 degrees. So 180 minus 101, what will that give us? 10 take away 1, we have a 9. And what is left here is a 7. 7 take away 0 is a 7. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So the value of angle x is 79 degrees. You can check that. If you add 48 and 53 and 79, you'll actually get 180 degrees. Example 3. Find the value of angle P. In this example, we have this diagram. As we can see, we have three angles. Angle P, a right angle, and an angle that measures 142 degrees. Obviously, it's a revolution. That means it's a complete turn. So the sum of these three angles is equal to 360 degrees. So we have P plus 90 degrees plus 142 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. The reason is angles at a point. That's the reason for this claim, because we know that the three angles are at a point, so it's a revolution. To find the value of P degrees is equal to 360 degrees take away the sum of 90 degrees and 142 degrees. So 0 plus 2 is a 2. 9 plus 4 is a 13. We carry 1. And 1 plus 1 is a 2. So the value of P is 360 minus 232 degrees. 10 take away 2 will give us an 8. We have a 5 left here. 5 take away 3 will give us a 2. And then 3 take away 2 will give us a 1. That means that angle P is equal to 128 degrees. Let's check to see if our answer is correct. Like I said before, make it a habit to always check your work. So we're saying that P plus 90 degrees plus 142. The value of P is 128. 128 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 142 degrees. What do we get? 8 plus 0 plus 2 will give us a 0 in the units place. 4 plus 9 is a 13. A 13 plus 2 is 15, plus the 1 we're carrying over from 8 and 2, and that is a 6. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is a 2, plus another 1 is 3. So the sum of the three angles is equal to 360 degrees, which shows that the value of P is correct. It's actually 128 degrees. Example 4. Find the value of angles B and C. Before you can find the values of angles B and C in this diagram, you really have to look at the diagram carefully. Inspect the diagram to find any known or given facts. For example, this angle is a right angle. That means it's equal to 90 degrees. What else can we see? The right angle plus angle B plus 62 are on a straight line. That tells us that the sum of those three angles is equal to 180 degrees. That also implies that 114 degrees plus C is also 180 degrees. So there are various ways you can find angle B and C. Find angle B first. 90 degrees plus angle B plus 62 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Our reason is angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line. From this, we can easily calculate the value of angle B. B is equal to 180 degrees, take away the sum of 90 and 62. 0 plus 2 is a 2, and 6 plus 9 is 15. So, angle B is equal to 180 degrees minus 152 degrees. That gives us 10 take away 2. We have 8. We borrowed 1 from the 8, so we have 7 left. 7 take away 5, we'll have a 2. So the value of angle B is 28 degrees. And if you add 28 to 62, what will you get? You will actually get 90. Because this is a right angle, which is 90. And 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees. That means we could easily have subtracted 62 from 90 to get angle B. That's also another method. Next, we need to find the value of angle C. C plus 114 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. The reason is angles on a straight line. When you make a claim like this, it's usually good to put down your reason. And your reason is based on known facts. We know that the angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 114 degrees. And that gives us 10 take away 4 is a 6. We've borrowed 1 from the 8, so we are left with 7. 7 take away 1 is also a 6. So that means that angle C is equal to 66 degrees. If you add 66 to 114, will you get 180? Let's try that out. 6 plus 4 is 10, carry 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 1, 8, and then the 1. So the value of C is 66 degrees. Having learnt about angles at a point and angles on a straight line, try this exercise. Number 1, find the value of angle A. Number 2, find the value of angle B. Number 3, find the values of angle C and angle D. My name is Ngozi Orevaoghene. Follow me on brilliantmaths.com. Go to the blog. You'll find lots and lots of exercises that will be very useful to you. Subscribe to this channel. And if you like what we're doing, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget, maths is fun, and you can do it.